problems. You don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what his game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Wait! 58, right there. I got one. Hey, Lynch fly three.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go!
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's go.
At their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw. Tanner. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Caught here by Griffin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tanner, it's caught. Shepard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And the Giants first down.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready?
Mike 59. You're right.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tanner. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
50, plant. 80 weapons.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Off play action. Tanner. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Got it. 53 is the mic. Watch twist. Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10. Tanner throwing the out route incomplete. That's Griffin.
Tanner's pass, caught by number 11. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You draw corporate.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Silent, 64, weak. Hey, exit. 5.
From the gun, Tanner. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Hey, Charlie. Mike, check. 59. Hey, keep it up. Check your hot read. X3, 218, chopper. Hit it.
Back to throw. Tanner, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
61, matchbox, white. That's all right.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
You ain't going nowhere. Switch it. Protein spell. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Tanner. That's caught. It's Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's it, baby. We go
at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Target. 14, 82, 14.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 3. Check, crunch. Okay, other side, solid. Slant.
To throw is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mike 50, Gray 57. Yeah, I got you. Check safety. Here's shift. Two jet. Here we go.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check hot route.
Here's Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Wentz going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They run with Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
My 52, my 52. Blue down. Slam. Kill. Hey, empty. Sunday. He's crying. Sunday. He's checking crack.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check 9. 81.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Now he's flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go. 280. Let's get this ball back. Tyson.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Pick the edge. Go. He's checking.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. They're running it. Greystone travel. Topper! Ready?
2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready. 53 at the mic. Hey, check. Hey, let go. Let's go. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tanner gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Giants.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Go. Check 53. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun, Tanner looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got.
Off the play fake. Tanner. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down. Tanner. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Wentz going to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 120. They kill it. They force don't kill it. Bravo. 58, boys. 58. Mike.
Now Wentz. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From midfield, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look. We'll step aside.
Ready. 70, Indy. I'm going to run you over. Hey, box drop. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Big grip.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Thomas has got it, complete.
Bell's pass. Complete to Michael Thomas. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the ready. 53. Mike. You're not ready. Check. Rock it. Check. 80 weapons. Check. Lucky. Check 99. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And the Giants' first down.
Break.
53, check 53. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hard, hard. Let's go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on, fellas. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Check 53, smart. Man, I got you. Man.
You draw Corker.
Slow. No.
Off the bootleg. Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Tanner caught here by Griffin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I know you felt that one.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming after you. Watch out.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Six guard. Check. Tighten up. Kill.
Get it.
On third down, Barkley. Space to run past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check the backer. Watch twist. Showing up.
They run again with Hines. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go, go. 46 down, man. 5-4. Five. 61. Matchbox lights. Stand.
Now it's Hines. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on 3rd down, Tanner. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Go. Hey, stand.
Check pass.
Kill.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, Zoo.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He completes it to Evans. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Operating from the gun, Tanner. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Recon, 152 fighter.
53 is the mark. Here we go, here we go.
Go. Let's go.
From the gun, Tanner. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, baby, all day.
Ready, break.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Deuce.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta.
59 mark. Check, 59. Here we go.
Yep.
Baby, I got you.
Operating from the gun, Tanner. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready?
Off play action. Tanner. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. From the gun, Tanner. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Check. Switch. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They begin the drive with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines finding room at the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Sit. Watch the ship.
Sunday.
Watch the ship.
Lion.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
This is Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
82.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like. Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. Frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Body